maraming patients po ang namamatay. Ang cost po ng lahat ng ito, kaya nagkaroon ng zero subsidy, ay yung delayed. So delayed sa pag-increase, pag-expand ng mga benefits, pagtaas ng benefits, and so on. No? So ibabalik ko lang, ano ba talaga ang cause? Ano ba talaga ang rason? No? Kasi may commitments. Kung natatandaan ninyo, nakakuha po tayo ng commitment, pirmado ng DOH Secretary at ng Presidente ng PhilHealth. Pero nagkaroon din pa rin po ng delayed. Meron pa rin po doon sa commitment na hindi po nagawa. No? Meron po nung commitment noong October, noong November, ngayon December, meron commitment. Yung board meeting po kagabi, hindi rin po lahat na-cover yung commitment. So ang gusto ko lang malaman dito, Mr. Chair, what is the reason ba talaga? Because when this commitment letter was signed, napag-usapan po ito before ito pinirmahan na kaya po itong gawin. So ano ba talaga yung rason? And I think, Mr. Chair, ang Universal Healthcare Law po, ito pong mga ginagawa po natin, hindi lang po ito PhilHealth, dapat siguro nandito rin ang DOH, no? Siguro in the next hearing, yes,
We have a representative from
okay.
DOH.
So yung pong representative ng DOH dito, Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang i-put into record na yung sasabihin niya ay yun din po yung decision ng ating pong Health Secretary. No? Can I get that? Na yung kung anong sagot po ng or commitment ng representative ng DOH Secretary dito, yun din yung magiging commitment ng Secretary. Meron bang authority o representative ng DOH Secretary here?
The representative of DOH, please answer.
Thank you. Sound check. Thank you, Mr. Chair. This representation is fully authorized by the Secretary of Health.
Yes, fully noted, Mr. Chair. Thank you. So, going back, baka dapat nating tingnan siguro dito talaga, ano ba talaga yung nagiging cause ng delay? No? I understood. Mayroon mga actuarial team, may actuarial team na dapat tumingin, ina-identify yung mga benefits. Kasi wala po tayo dito ngayon, Mr. Chair, hindi po mangyayari yung zero subsidy na to kung lahat po ng pondong ito ay nagamit, no, sa pagpapataas. And kanina, nabanggit na rin, 12 years hindi po nag-increase. So ano po yung mga dapat gawin ba ng Kongreso para hindi na ito maulit? No? Na hindi nag-i-increase ang mga case rates ng ACR ng ganong katagal. No? And ano ba ang pwedeng magawa pa matulong ng Kongreso? No? Paano pa talaga yung proseso nito, Mr. Chair? Kasi napofocus po tayo doon sa pondo, sa lahat. Siguro dapat natin tingnan dito, paano ba talaga ito masisiguro natin na magamit na talaga ito? Ano ba yung paraan na kayang gawin ng Kongreso para masiguro na itong mga pondong ito ay talagang magamit?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I just want to reiterate, I think there's a list of proposed amendments for the UHC law. PhilHealth is fully supportive, 100% supportive on those amendments po. No. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, yes, yung amendments, naka-incorporate doon, isa nga doon na pinopropose natin, yung review, no? Annual review of the case rates, no? Tama po yun, no? Pero habang wala po yun, no? Kasi, yun na nga, no? A little more patience, hindi po natin pwede ito na ibigay ng patience na to. Ang gusto po natin dito, with all due respect to PCO Mandy, ano ba yung pwede natin gawin dito para ito ay mapabilis? No? Ano ba talaga ang rason ng delay na ito? I mean, kung dito sa Kongreso, sa Senado, kung minamadali po yung budget, kaya po mag-hearing araw-araw, hanggang madaling araw. Ano ba talaga yung rason? Ano ba ang rason bakit hindi natin ito magawa? Dahil sabi ko nga, minuto ho, dito habang nag-hearing tayo rito, meron tayong kababayang namamatay. Dahil ayaw magpadala sa ospital dahil walang pambayad, mangungutang, mababaw sa malulugmok lalo sa kahirapan. So, hindi ba natin ito lahat nararamdaman? I mean, yes, with all due respect, again, sinasabi mo man, PCO, Mandy, DOH, we're going into that, magiging agresibo tayo. Kailan ba ito talaga mangyayari? Is next year, another year, 2 years? Pwede ba natin sabihin, maghintay muna, moratorium muna yung pagkakasakit? Pwede ba natin sabihin sa ating mga kababayan na antayin ninyo, wag muna kayong magpapa-opera sa puso. Antayin ninyo, dahil yung pong sasagutin sa cancer, malapit na. Wag muna kayong magpapagamot kung may cancer kayo. Pwede ba natin sabihin yun? Yung po yung gusto kong malaman, Mr. Chair, kung ano ba talaga yung plano dito. And I've asked DOH, and DOH have committed that na noong October, bibigyan tayo ng plano kung paano mapapababa yung out-of-pocket expenses. Wala pong nangyari. Humingi rin po tayo ng report kung bakit walang gamot lagi sa ospital. Wala pong nangyari. Tapos nalaman natin, meron palang 11 billion na nag-expire. I mean, Mr. Chair, ang gusto ko po malaman ngayon from the DOH and PhilHealth, itong sinasabi po ni President Mandy na on the way. Kailangan po magkaroon tayo ng plano and timeline dito. Definite na plano and timeline. Isa-segue ko lang, Mr. Chair. Napag-usapan kasi yung reserve funds 2 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. Itong reserve funds, hindi natin ito pwedeng galawin. 280 billion. Am I correct?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ang next question ko, after the reserve fund, meron tayong sinasabi na 150 billion excess fund. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Excess funds meaning to say, hindi nagagamit ito. Okay? Kasi I would not want to call it excess fund. I would want to call it unused fund. No? Kasi ito bang excess fund o 150 billion na to, pwede ba itong magamit para dito sa mga benefits?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, please continue.
thank you. Yes, Mr.
Pwede
Chair.
magamit.
Pwede magamit po. In fact, sa 2025 po, gagamitin po natin
Gagamitin.
yan. Yes
Okay.
po, gagamitin natin.
Itong 490 billion or 504 billion na naka-invest, pwede rin ba itong gamitin sa benefits?
Yes po.
Pwede rin.
Yes po.
So therefore, 500 plus 150, we have 654 billion pesos na pwedeng gamitin para sa benefits, para bayaran, para mawala yung mga out-of-pocket expenses ng ating mga kababayan. Am I correct?
Mr. Chair, just want to make a quick clarification, no? SVP Renet will clarify on the, sorry, Mr. Chair, on your last query on the 500 billion. Go ahead.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Mr. Lim Siako.
maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, the reserve fund and the surplus of 281 and 150, ang kanyang backup na ito, on the part of the asset side na pwede natin gagamitin ay itong investment po natin. Meaning, itong gagamitin natin for year 2025 as mentioned by PCO Monday na 150 billion ang kanyang katumbas na pera na gagamitin natin pambayad sa benepisyo ay itong nasa investment po natin. That lalabas ang investment na ito, lalabas itong pondo na ito pambayad sa mga benepisyo na babayaran po natin from the social fund na surplus and the contribution estimated for the year 2025, Mr. Chair. So, hindi po natin siya i-add up po. Thank you po, Mr. Chair.
For clarification lang, no, Mr. Chair. Gusto ko lang malaman, magkano talaga ang pondo na pwede natin gamitin sa pagpapalawak ng mga benepisyong ito? Magkano ba talaga? Kasi ang dami ng figures na lumalabas, no? So, nakakalito na. So, magkano ba talaga yung pwede natin gamitin, no? I've read kanina or yesterday, na-approve daw ng board na gawing 254 billion, if I'm not mistaken, yung gagastusin for next year. No? So, ang gusto ko malaman, yan na ba talaga ang pera lang na pwede natin gamitin or galawin for next year?
Mr. Chair.
Please continue.
Mr. Chair, maraming salamat po. Ang pera na po pwede natin gamitin para sa year 2025, number one, ito yung excess fund na 150 plus yung estimated na premium collection contribution of 203 billion pesos. So this is 350 billion pesos, Mr. Chair. Now, for year 2025, as approved by the board yesterday, COB or corporate operating budget for benefit expense ay 271 billion, Mr. Chair. This is initial approval of the board, Mr. Chair, because with the expansion of benefit as mentioned by PCO Ledesma, that 50% in some other benefit packages, expansion of benefit packages, Mr. Chair, based on the actuary calculation, Mr. Chair, aabot siya ng 440 billion. So, Mr. Chair, ito yung tinitingnan po natin sa implementation in the year 2025, Mr. Chair. As to the finances po ng PHealth, Mr. Chair, that as mentioned by PCO Ledesma, aggressive na pagpapataas ng benepisyo and pagpapalabas ng pondo po, pambayad sa benepisyo ng ating kapat Pilipino, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, 440 billion aabot for next year.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay? Of which 150 galing sa excess fund, 200 galing sa contribution ng members, 350. So kung 440 yan, may 90 billion. Yung 90 billion kukunin galing sa investment.
Mr. Chair, ang 90 billion, Mr. Chair, this is we gonna request from the board for an authority to make use of the reserve fund already.
Reserve fund already.
Yes, doon na
Okay.
tayo kukuha,
Ang
Mr.
tanong ko, Mr. Chair, yung 504 billion, nasaan yun? Naka-invest pa rin.
Mr. Chair, the 504, which is as mentioned by PCO Ledesma, that nasa 489 siya ng November, 489 o 490 billion, Mr. Chair, ay nasa asset side po to. Ito yung gagamitin natin na pambayad. So, investment, convert into cash, and pambayad po natin sa benefit payment kung kukulangin tayo sa premium na papasok in the year 2025, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, ito, na nasa investment, with the indulgence of Mr. Chair, medyo ina-absorb ko lang. So, ibig ko sabihin, nasa asset ito.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay? Paano nasabing nasa asset, naka-invest ito, naka-time deposit? Nasa treasury bills ito.
Mr. Chair, again,
Can you explain? Sorry.
Mr. Chair, the composition of our investment ay nasa general government securities. That's
Yes.
bulk, more than 75% of our investment. And then we have, as mentioned kanina, we have the time deposit, we have the savings deposit, and we have the corporate bonds, Mr. Chair. Again, the total of this one as of November ay umabot ng 489.5 or nearly 490 billion, Mr. Chair. This is part of the assets of the corporation, Mr. Chair. Both current and non-current asset, Mr. Chair.
Yes, pero ang tanong ko, ito, patuloy ba natin itong ilalagay lang sa investment?
Mr. Chair, as provided in the law, Mr. Chair, Section 37 of the UHC law, Mr. Chair, may third paragraph, sinasabi niya, pag hindi natin gagamitin ang pundo sa pambayad ng benepisyo, ay ilaan po natin sa investment po. Again, para to po hindi matulog yung pera na makaka-earn kahit papano ng investment income, Mr. Chair.
Nandun ako, Mr. Chair, pero ang sinasabi ko nga, agree naman po tayong lahat dito na napaka-konti ang kulang na kulang pa yung benepisyo nga, no? Tingi, in fact, tingi. Ang gusto ko lang puntuhin dito, Mr. Chair, and PCO Mandy and DOH ASEC, paano pa natin pwede pa itong gawin na bilisan? Kasi agree tayo lahat, marami pong namamatay. Hindi naman pwedeng mag-antay. Yes, may proseso po, may proseso. No, sinabi rin sa akin dati doon sa budget briefing, meron daw kailangan sundin na proseso. Pero para sa akin, itong proseso kasi tayo rin ang gumagawa nito. Ano ba yung pwedeng gawin? Maliwanag na maliwanag kasi na may pera. Kaysa nasa investment yan, pwera dyan, may reserve funds, meron pang subsidy na hindi nga natin nakuha, nakasalanan po, kaya hindi, ang may kasalanan nito actually dahil hindi nagagamit. No, hindi natin masisisi kaya hindi binigyan ng PhilHealth ng subsidy kasi hindi nga nagagamit. So itong hindi paggamit, yung kasalanan ng hindi paggamit, ibig ba sabihin ang magsasuffer nito yung 115 million Filipinos?
Mr. Chair.
Ibig ko sabihin dito, with the indulgence of PCO Mandy, ano pa yung paraan pa? Kasi hindi ko matanggap na wala tayong paraan na bilisan ito. Sinasabi mo dito, PCO Mandy, that yes, we're on the road to increase and by next year we can see increase benefits, we can see ganito. Pero hindi ko matanggap pa rin na bakit hindi natin ito kayang gawin bilisan lahat. Kulang ba ang team na naggagawa nitong yung actuarial team to identify and then after that, anong gagawin? Nagiging delay ba yung pag-meeting sa Benefits Committee? Sa board ba? Ano ba ang dapat gawin? Kailangan ba araw-araw kayo mag-meeting para magawa ito? Yun ang hindi ko matanggap, Mr. Chair, na kailangan mag-antay. A little more patience. Anong katumbas? Maraming pasyente. More patients are dying.
Mr. Chair.
Please continue, Mr. Ledesma.
Again, Mr. Chair, we hear you loud and clear. We are working as fast as we can. Maybe to add, Mr. Chair, we are also about to undergo a major reorganization in PhilHealth, so we will be increasing our manpower.
Where is that?
We are
Sorry,
trying
Mr.
as fast as we can to increase our accredited facilities. I'd like to think, Mr. Chair, I understand all of the impatience and all of everyone wants to get things resolved as soon as possible. We are all only human, Mr. Chair. Rest assured, we are working 24/7 in PhilHealth, all 10,000 of us, to try to move as fast as we can. And again, I know I sound like a broken record, but maybe just a little more patience. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, sorry, PCO Mandy, sorry. Pero yung reason that we are human, hindi po katanggap-tanggap. No? The reason why nandyan kayo, DOH, PhilHealth, is to make sure na itong mga problema na to ng ating mga kabayan ay magawa. Okay? So, again, I want, Mr. Chair, yung mas agresibo and definite, no? Kasi, ano ba talaga? Nag-a-announce po ang PhilHealth, ang DOH, last month, dental health, dental kasama na. Kagabi, sinabi mo, in-approve na. Today, meron pong press release. I saw na si Secretary Herbosa meron ng in-announce. Pero, nakalagay doon, approve na, 50%, ganito. Yung eyeglass, kasama na rin. Yung emergency care and everything. Pero pag tinanong mo actual, kailan ito magiging epektibo? Anong mangyayari dito? Anong sasagutin? Wala pa ng IIR, wala pa ng guidelines, may kailangan pang gawin, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, kailan ba to? Like, in-announce nyo, yung dental care kasama na. Pero in actuality, Hindi natin alam kailan. Sasabihin maybe by January of next year, maybe by February of next year. Kailan ba talaga ito? Naglolokohan ba tayong lahat dito?
Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, Mr. Chair, before the year ends po, may circular na lahat yan. We will
So,
already...
that's what I want to hear, Mr. Chair. Before the year end, which is December 31, lahat po itong in-announce, including yung na-approve kagabi, meron na circular ito, pwede lang i-avail. When?
Starting January 2025, Mr. Chair.
January 1, 2025. Lahat ng in-announce, pwede na.
Starting January 2025. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Yung ibang mga na-commit ninyo, like diagnostic scans, cancer treatment, that's a commitment. So, kailan yan mangyayari?
Actually, Mr. Chair, we can provide this honorable committee with the complete schedule, including the timetable po, by the month. So, iba-iba kasi yung implementation tsaka yung mga circular po. Pero lahat yun, malapit na po kasi approved na po lahat yan eh. We'll provide na lang the committee with the detailed timetable, Mr. Chair, if that's okay.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chair.